Hello once again, everybody, and thank you for tuning into AIW's The Card is Going to Change. Before we get into this week's episode, want to make sure we give a nice thank you and shout out to our sponsors that help us bring the show to you for free each and every week, wherever you download podcasts. Thanks to Angelo's Pizza, who provides us with pizza at all of our live events so that you can purchase it. If you want to try more than their award-winning pizza, check out Angelo's on Madison Avenue in Lakewood, Ohio. Thanks also to Pollyanna DIY. You may have been to our shows and checked out the merch stand and seen some of their custom-made pins that we have for sale. They can do that for you, as well as some other custom items, so check out Pollyanna DIY. And thanks, of course, to Smart Mark Video, who's there to record all of our events so that if you can't make it or you want to watch it back, you can purchase it on DVD or download the MP4. And speaking of digital streaming, thanks to IndependentWrestling.tv. Sign up now using the code ABSOLUTE and get a free 20-day trial on IndependentWrestling.tv. Check out some former past AIW shows, I should say, as well as plenty of other promotions worth checking out there, too.
They're former shows.
They are former shows, yeah. I didn't know if that was a good wording.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Previous. Former.
Former? They're former shows. Whatever. That worked. Some former stars of AIW. Current stars elsewhere. You can check them all out at independentwrestling.tv. Once again, use the code ABSOLUTE for a 20-day free trial. The first voice that you heard is none other than AIW owner John Thorne. He's here as always.
Shout out to Fiji Water for keeping me hydrated.
There you go. We're also joined by Alex Worldwide Keller.
Shout out to Coors Light.
Keeping you very hydrated.
In that bathroom, man.
8 pee breaks so far today.
It's creatine, I'm telling you.
Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham joining us.
I got a gallon of Deer Park. Ice Mountain.
Everyone's staying hydrated. Dom Guarini, he's here. He may chime in, but he's busy eating his prepped meal. So
Meal prep Dom.
Brought to you by Rain Total Body Fuel. I don't know. I got to stop being so sleepy for Thorne.
Is that Rain?
Is that not? What is that? Knockoff Monster?
It's Monster's version of Bang.
Okay.
Worldwide has a certain feeling about those bangs.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the bangs.
What's your feeling?
Well, I just fucking don't like fucking like normal like humans, like non-gym humans, like doing the bang because like I mean I have enough fucking problems like with the amount of creatine fucking I'm taking it.
Just so you know, there has been proven that there's actually no creatine in Bang.
There's no creatine in bang. Then what the fuck is in there? Just like taurine, guarana, all the
pretty
shit.
much. It's pretty much just a souped-up energy drink with some lies on it.
Oh,
With some lies on it.
All right.
You feel better about it now?
Yeah, I feel much better. Yeah, everyone go fucking nuts.
All right. My name is Steve Guy, your moderator of sorts. Already failing at my job. That's why it's of sorts. We're off the rails. On this episode...
No, we resolved something. That was very good.
Well, all right. I'm happy for it. On this episode...
Speaking of rails.
We are going to talk about Wrestlerave, which took place at the Winchester Music Hall and Tavern. And what a show it was. I mean...
It was a show.
It was a show.
A spectacle, if you will.
It was definitely a spectacle. I mean, where did the brainchild stem from this? What was the beginning of... Because this was our first time that we've ever done a Thursday night show, right?
I was like, man, we need a gimmick for the show. And I was trying to think of a way to get like the Russell Rager feel under a roof.
Yeah.
On a Thursday night. And, you know.
If you're not raging, you're raving.
I was.
Scotty.
I was offered. I was informed that Session Moth Martina would be coming to America for a show that Friday.
Right.
So I, sent out some feelers to see if she would come to America on Thursday, and so then, that's kind of how things started rolling. But initially, the Winchester wanted us back really badly, but they only offered us Thursdays or Sundays for availability. That's all that they had for us. So
You're pretty anti-Sunday.
Yeah,
Very anti-Sunday.
Sundays are just for relaxing.
I'm very much with Thorne on the anti-Sunday feel.
I have a fucking job on Monday. I can't even wake up on Saturday after a show. I can't imagine having to go to work, which sucks because I actually had to go to work after this.
You did have to do that though.
But that was not the initial plan. That was my fuck up. I forgot to put in my vacation day request in time. But yeah, I'm very anti-Sunday. I just think people are less inclined to do things on Sundays.
I think we ran a nice brunch time brawl. People could recover from that, but
I mean, how many people really do you think are going to come out? Like, think about what time you get going on Sunday.
oh, I mean, if I'm brunching, then we're talking like 1 or 2.
But I'm saying,
And then like from there, you like have like maybe like fucking 3 to like 6 hours of getting down, and then you're like, fuck, I'm tired from this day drinking. I'm going home. And
How
going to
exactly
sleep.
does brunch start at 1 o'clock for you?
Fucking, it's breakfast or lunch.
No, it's about. I thought it was like a split between breakfast and lunch at a certain time. Like,
Well,
maybe
yeah,
between,
but like it's
10
also
and,
like a weekend
11.
behavior where it's like, oh, I'm gonna have a late breakfast, but like maybe with some brunch, like
Yeah, it's become
with
its
some
own
lunch,
thing.
like
Is brunch its own state of mind at this point?
It
yeah,
is,
like
it
I
is.
mean, I go by like fucking what the brunch ends at
Yeah, like 2 at
XYZ by like
right?
2.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in. I don't subscribe to the Sunday fun day behavior.
Not your cup of tea, huh?
No, I like to relax
I'm
on
not on
Sunday.
that life either, so
I like to relax.
halftime huff. That's the
Yeah,
move.
let me or the buffet.
Oh yeah, that's my brunch. I mean, if you could get a Bloody Mary at the fucking buffet, then it's game over. No.
So, anyway, I think
so like, oh, I didn't know.
I think Thursday people are more inclined to go out.
Yeah, I mean,
fair.
college,
Kicks
like
off the
it's like
drinking
Thirsty
week.
Thursday.
I don't know any
We didn't
college.
exactly have college kids coming out to this thing.
Well, yeah, we had some. I don't particularly know any college kids, but my thought is like just bar culture is more inclined to go out on a Thursday night as opposed to a Sunday afternoon.
Oh yeah.
It's a fair assessment.
So, and that's what we're going for. Lakewood is definitely a bar culture area. Lots of bars around, so that's kind of what led to it. And then I work out the deal with Session Moth, and then I go, okay, we have Session Moth, we have a Thursday. What can we do? And Wrestlerave just came into my head, and I went, I got a graphic made, and I said, we'll figure it out later.
Things got wild in a hurry, I think. Down.
How about those glow sticks from Amazon?
So I ordered glow sticks.
Making you sweat.
They didn't come. Dom had to go to Party City. I ordered glow sticks a week in advance on Amazon Prime, 2 days, right? They never fucking come.
Probably 3.5 people like lost like 6.5 limbs in like whatever fucking cages they
I was
have. Fucking
so pissed, man.
All I
was so-
know is I got a text from Thorne probably at like maybe 11. He's like, sends me, it's just a screenshot of the Amazon shipping and it not shipped yet. And he's like, he's like, can you go to Party City and get some of these? So I cleared the local Party City by my job out, and I think I got some real dirty looks. And I'm pretty sure they knew we were raving.
Yeah, I wanted to, I wanted to
grab that many.
I wanted to set an atmosphere, like a Wrestle-Rave, throw some dance music on, give some people some glow sticks. It's gonna be dark in there.
Derek throwing that playlist together.
Yeah, I wanted to at least set a vibe.
So there was Derek.
so that was
came up with
Derek's
the-
list, not
Yeah,
Traxler's.
Not Traxler's.
No,
No.
My
No.
only complaint is I was really waiting for Return of the Mac to hit, and that never happened.
That's not quite so ravey.
I know, but he was playing a
I mean,
lot of
sometimes
stuff
you gotta
that
like
wasn't
hit
ravey.
like a downbeat. But
he was just playing like '90s dance.
Yeah, it was like a lot
party
of 90s
music.
dance stuff. That's why I want to Return of the Mac.
I said-
Zach and I were waiting.
Yeah, I
for
said
it.
let's avoid the stereotypical techno annoying trance music, and let's set a different kind of vibe.
I was happy that
Because I didn't think we were going to draw any legitimate ravers either.
Sandstorm eventually made its way.
Well, that was the whole build-up to the whole night.
Yeah.
I even, we got some little strobe lights from Amazon and a smoke machine.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good. Move
Added
there.
that.
That was
little
clutch.
rave, let it rave theme.
We really did have a whole vibe going,
I was trying to create an atmosphere.
which was cool.
I think
capture the spirit of the thing.
wrestling's turning more into a live experience than
it really was. I didn't have a ring. I didn't have
People
to.
were
re-announce. I
very
really enjoyed
live at this
myself.
thing.
What the fuck were you wearing, by the way? You
Those
had
are
on like
my-
leather capri
those are
pants
my
on.
fake like leather pants.
You
yeah.
had leather capri
They're like
pants
See,
on.
he's not even a ring announcer. He's just
They're like
commentating
Justin
in a
Bieber-
ridiculous outfit.
Justin
Your
Bieber
hair,
pants.
you had your hair fucking permed up, looking like Screech from Saved by the Bell.
I didn't have permit, dude. That's my hair. That's the thing.
Well, you had it fucking.
It gets curly.
You hit the fucking blow dryer and got it standing up.
I got out the shower.
Steve, don't call me Dustin Diamond.
just a towel and
dust.
shook it out and poof, it just poofs like
It was-
that.
You put some mousse in there too?
You had a look
no,
going.
I
on.
didn't have nothing in there.
You had a look going for sure.
Yeah, whatever. I had my Dad of the Year T-shirt going.
So we get a vibe going,
My FUBUs.
and yeah. So that that's kind of what led to it. Is Thursday night booked Session Moth, come up with a theme, try to create like a fun atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
I guess I was happy, kind of like, so I had other obligations. I knew I wasn't gonna be there in time. I didn't know if I was gonna make it for the start, and I did barely. But I was happy to just enjoy that one, as opposed to ring announcing.
yeah, it was.
It's been a long time since I've just experienced a show. Commentating was definitely a blast for this one, and hopefully you guys that were on the show can appreciate it. I hope I didn't do anybody a disservice there, but it was an experience.
And it's pretty packed in there, which is good.
Yeah, how many people do you think we threw in there? Over 200, right?
I would think so. Yeah, because I mean,
it was tight.
pre-sale was close to that, and then
Worldwide, take another pee break here.
we had a nice walk up. So it was jam packed in there. A little different setup this time. When
What was different?
they moved,
Where the entrance was.
the entrance was set some chairs up, so it wasn't all standing room. There was some seating. I think people liked the new setup a little bit better, so it wasn't just all standing and trying to look. There was if you got there early enough, you got a chair, and
Did that staging setup provide for more room for an audience? The switched.
It was more actually kind of for the guys. Like it was more comfortable for us, but then also I know that Smart Mark had a say in how we kind of set that up, just for video purposes as well.
Okay.
Which at the current time of recording, we haven't like the video VOD or DVD hasn't come out yet. It's not be able to see what it looks like on tape, but some of the videos that Robles put out with the roaming cam looks really good.
Yeah.
yeah. So all in all, I'm happy with it. This is it was more like, okay, let's throw a show. We can put some guys on that aren't going to make it onto the Jersey City card, and we can put together an affordable show for a weeknight for a test run, and it turns out to be pretty successful. I would say,
because this was exactly 1 week before Jersey City.
right.
Now, coming off of the 7-year itch, did this get you in a much better mood heading into Jersey City?
This did, because I hated the 7-year itch. This was a much better, just all around vibe, and I don't even know necessarily if the matches were better, but it was just a better feel.
Yeah.
For the night, to where, like I said, it was an experience. It was an atmosphere, and that really helped. That really helped everything.
And I think Session Moth has that personality that's just like contagious. Like if you were there and in some sort of terrible mood around her, that's on you.
Yeah. And she couldn't have been better to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was great.
Because you never know how things are gonna go.
What time did she open her first Christmas sale?
Like I had to work. I had to work, and I get there at like 5:30.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have to go home, pick some stuff up, drop it all off, whatever. I see everything set up, and she's just like, her, like, Pedro has set up for her to do a meet and greet and stuff, and they're going over that, and like she's drinking a Christmas ale, and I was like, that's a pretty, like,
That's a thick one.
That's a bold statement at 5:30. She's like, oh, someone said this is the best beer in Cleveland, and with her like thick Irish accent, and I was like, every time I've drank Christmas ale, I've cried and I've punched car windows. So that's the disclaimer I'm gonna give you.
I gotta give you one of those unfiltered ones that I have at my parents' house.
I don't want it.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
People give me Christmas ale for Christmas every year, and literally, I know that you guys come to my house. Those Christmas ales are in my fucking fridge.
Yeah, those are like emergency beers for podcasting, basically.
It's for you guys. I ain't fucking touching those, dude.
Didn't we have an issue with you and Christmas sales?
No, that was a Baby Oil Beach vodka day.
Yeah, that was gas
I
station
remember that
vodka.
day that will live in infamy.
But I thought there were.
Thank you for bringing it back up. I mean, I wasn't trying to.
I thought there was a Christmas ale. Day
I think
too.
maybe he might have cracked a Christmas ale once he got to my house.
No, because I
Yes.
had that fucking bottle of Gatorade. Fucking.
No, you did. You had it. You opened Christmas
you did.
ales at his place.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
that's right.
It was, and then me and Weird Body went to Sheets.
That was at the old
Yeah.
apartment.
Yeah,
The old
R.I.P.
studio apartment. Yeah.
But so yeah, Wrestllerave gets going, and you know, she's drinking her Christmas ale, and I'm like, oh man, like this is not a gimmick, like this is a shoot.
She's a pro though.
Yeah, and yeah, like
We were already getting tweets about she was gonna like drink us dry, like earlier in the day. People were like, oh, she's gonna drink AIW under the table and drink them dry or whatever. And we're like, oh, we'll see. We're the party.
yeah, we fucking, you know, we let her have it later on in the night, but
We're the party promotion.
You got after.
yeah,
We're professionals going into it.
she is one of the, she made it all the way to the after. I had to bow out
We had work the next day.
because I did have to work the next day,
Yeah.
which sucked. But anyway, we get into the show.
So sorry, I had a phone call there from one Wes Barkley, probably checking where we are. But so we get into the show. Match 1. We lead off with TKD, Brian Carson, Trey Lamar, and a guy we talked about on the last show and talked about before, and we mentioned that he would be on this, Lee Moriarty. So we see him at the New Talent Initiative. He debuts in Akron, and we bring him back. Here he's at Wrestlerave in this 4-way.
Yeah, this was, you know, like I said, this was kind of a show where you could try some stuff out, use some of these guys, put some of the guys on that were, you know, weren't going to make it on the jersey card. So, yeah, I thought this was a good mix of guys.
And coming down the stairs now, here is Wes Barkley. We're going to keep you on a separate side of the room from Dom Guarini. More on that later as we go down to this card. Hopefully tensions have cooled here. We've been all right. So anyway, Lee
About to
Moriarty,
get the
we like
inside
him.
scoop.
And he performs well. This is a good match. This 4-way kick things off with the Wrestlerave, I think.
One thing that did, the only bad thing about this show,
Yeah.
before I forget, is the fucking headsets are not there, and
Oh, yes.
then I think somebody goes and gets the headsets, but nobody can fucking figure out the monitor. So I just go, well, fuck. Now, you know, we're not going to be able to fucking run this show tight. But I said, whatever. It's Wrestlerave. It doesn't need to be run tight anyway.
Exactly.
So I just, you know,
Raves go till damn 5, 6 in the morning, man.
right.
He ran well, though.
You know, it was just like the 7-Year Itch show was a different way of running it, to where this didn't need to be run so tight.
Yeah.
It was a bar. People were drinking. People were having a good
This
time.
was a party.
Yeah. So
A rave.
I wasn't that crazy about trying to run it super tight.
So
Gotta say, Winchester staff on the ball
They were,
Very
dude.
on the
Like,
they were, yeah.
for food and drink.
I will say things picked up in a hurry, even with this first match. Like, the first match set the tone, because I remember sitting there on commentary, and Duke and I are watching it. And next thing we know, Trey Lamar just disappears into the crowd, and we're like, "What in the hell?" And we're like, "All right, this is what Wrestlerave is going to be," and it really did set the tone for people. Just get the hell out of the way the rest of the night. It seemed like. The second match we go into, we have Ryder Reed and making an AIW debut as we talk about the New Talent Initiative again. It's Victor.
We don't care about who won.
What?
yeah, we don't need to talk. We don't need to talk
usually
about
do
who
that.
wins.
You know, every time I say that, Dominic Greeny, and you're here, I always get, "Whoa, Steve Guy, spoiler alert! People want to buy the DVD." You say that.
Oh,
You say that all the time.
You say that all the time to me.
sorry.
He's drinking that fucking new meal prep
Yeah.
fucking drink, and now he's fucking forgetting.
We're worried about you, man.
Maybe you need to rein it in, pal.
Ah,
Wordplay. All right. So Ryder Reed and the debuting Victor Benjamin with Lady Frost. You want Dom? This was they were from the New Talent Initiative, right?
Yeah, Savage Gentleman. Victor Benjamin was someone that we liked the New Talent Initiative, but he didn't necessarily fit in the vision of kind of where that scramble was going. And he's kind of a more local area guy from the Pittsburgh area, so we thought that he fit well in this show. And it was a good matchup to get Ryder Reed, realistically, his first singles match in AIW since he'd been mostly in scrambles and multi-man tags and whatnot.
And Victor Benjamin, while he's new to us, like you said, he's from Pittsburgh area. He's been around for
About
couple
3-ish years
He's
now.
been around about 3-ish years, and he went through a whole big gimmick change, and now he's like this time-traveling gentleman with his lady friend, Lady Frost. So
Frosty lady friend.
yeah, it's a real good aesthetic. I think that they have a good look, so it was well worth them. You know, they came out to this. They came out to the New Talent Initiative. They also did the Kidman seminar, and I think they had done another one of our seminars. So they had kind of put in some time, and they got seen, and they impressed Thorne enough, and they impressed the judging panel enough to say, hey, let's give them a shot on this.
They even traveled down to the school a couple times.
They didn't impress me because I didn't see him.
Oh,
You didn't see this one?
oh, that's well. No, he didn't see them at the tryout.
Oh,
because-
yeah.
Car troubles,
the car
monitor
troubles,
issues.
yeah.
Exactly that. No, this was a good one. This was an interesting match because it's clearly two guys who haven't worked, haven't had a match ever before. So brand new matchup, and that's an interesting dynamic. You get a little bit of a feeling out process, but they settle into their own. And to your point, Dom, good test because Ryder Reed is yet to have a singles match 1-on-1, and so we get to see what he can do there.
Yep, and Ryder Reed's the guy that kind of didn't know who he wanted to be when he first started in AIW. He kind of was more or less a Marty Scurll ripoff, and he's kind of finally, found himself as like the skater kid,
The kickflip kid.
the kickflip kid.
I
So
don't want to Barry Horowitz myself, but apparently he claims that some conversation with me made the whole gimmick change click.
it was you and Thorne at Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
No memory of this, and I was barely drinking that day.
Are you
so
sure?
I'm
Because
positive.
I think I was one of the
because-
only ones that was sober at Warped
No,
Tour. that
I was
day.
fucking miserable and like very sober at that show by the end, and like he put over the. Happy to help you, buddy, but
I remember
By
going
the end. By the end. Just that little tidbit you threw. You're sober by the end.
No, he was miserable by the end. I think
Yeah, I was
was
miserable.
what that meant.
miserable, sober, fucking.
I remember somewhat of this conversation with him.
You were definitely hurt because we wrestled at Warped Tour and I beat you with a bonsai drop of all things.
Well, yeah,
Because you were supposed to
fucking,
kick
that's
out.
like, yeah, I was overcoming like some weird thing in my
Yeah.
fucking ribs. And also, I fucking worked like, I was an Iron Man in that shit. I think I worked fucking more matches than anybody else.
Ryder Reed worked more matches.
All right,
than us.
okay,
He wrote-
yeah,
he
yeah. Oh,
wrestled
yeah,
at-
that's right. Flynn was all mad because
Yeah.
he couldn't have the most. But either way, I worked way more than the fucking two fucking matches. Well, the one match in the Battle Royal I wanted to goddamn work. I'll tell you that fucking much. You motherfuckers. But anyway, either way, apparently we had this conversation, and yeah, I'm very happy for him since the, shift in his persona.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, it worked well, and fun one to go out of your way to watch. You guys, working their way with some fun gimmicks there. So our next match we go into is Party Parker Pierce and Rex Brody making his return to the Winchester after a fabulous time the last show out at the Winchester.
Oh, he fucking had another incident.
He had a great. He really likes the Winchester.
He had another incident because I don't know how. I'll just get into it. I don't even know how much. There's really not a lot to talk about at the after party, but I'll just say that the Winchester staff after the show were drinking in the Winchester bar area, and they come up to him and they go. So Rex Brody had been going to the store next door all night and just buying his own like 6-packs.
Like a Truly and stuff, not even necessarily beer all the time.
No, he's buying like fucking White Claws, I think.
Yeah.
And just walking in with his fucking plastic fucking grocery bag and setting it down on the table and just cracking them open. And they're like, dude, you cannot fucking come into a bar with your own alcohol.
That's just basic grown ass adult like 101. You don't bring your own fucking beer to a goddamn bar with a liquor.
They were like, dude, we've been watching you fucking go to the grocery store all night. Like, enough is enough.
At least pocket one in a fucking coat or like anything.
He
Buy
was-
the same
He was
fucking.
walking around with like a solo cup, I'm pretty sure, too, before the show started.
He had a grocery bag.
Grow up, people. That's all I fucking want.
It was a nice night out. There's no way he's
There are
walking in
rules.
with a winter jacket. That's for sure.
Yes.
He's also doing shots still at the bar. I guess to any sort of benefit of or positive thing that I can speak about him drinking there. So he is downing the White Claws, but he's also doing shots afterwards at the bar. What I love about this match though is Party Parker Pierce just getting up on that top turnbuckle and saying what's up to the wall at the Winchester Tavern. That's a good moment.
He's fucking number one guy. Got to get back into the school, Parker.
Well,
Worldwide, your Boost Mobile keeps fucking hitting the fucking sound waves, pal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
speaking of number one, Dr. Dan,
Yeah.
Party Parker Pierce.
Yeah.
He's a Dr. Dan guy now.
We're not to be seen yet. I gave him a pamphlet. I helped him keep his eye on the ball with a win. And
Oh yeah, what a win!
hey, a win's a win worldwide.
I mean, after what we
I'm
just
gonna
heard,
sell around with this can and then hit me in the back of the head.
After what we
Fucking
just heard about Rex
punch
Brody.
a motherfucker in the face as hard as you can.
Hey, we're
with a
mixing
goddamn empty
universes
beer
again,
can.
You're
man.
mixing UXWA up with fucking
Yeah, I know I am, but I'm still
That's the
fucking
wrong
heated.
show, pal.
Sidebar: he crushed you with that beer can.
It
Wrong
was
show.
fucking nuts.
Bartender
But yeah,
Nick Sankey.
and at AIW, it's
And it's a very rare case for like me to be like the person to be like, just slow down, let it sink in. But that's where I was like, fuck you. But anyway, it was fun.
it was fun. It was we'll see if he.
What are you gonna try to do? Call him down from partying?
Yeah.
That's what you want?
How many?
Please do.
You know how many wins Twan and him had?
How many?
You tell me. You're supposed to be the statistician. Not many.
No, that's Matt Wadsworth's
Not many.
job. I just ring the bell and say the name.
So you're telling me that Party Parker Pierce is no more, and he'll now be professional Parker Pierce?
Professional Parker Pierce.
Okay.
Punctual Parker Pierce, if you will.
Well, I mean, he ain't very
Hopefully.
punctual to practice.
Yeah, I don't know when he-
him and Worldwide have
That's what I'm trying to turn around.
Him and Worldwide have a similar practice attendance record.
I think
Hopefully
I'm
we
even a
inspire
little better than
something
the
in the
boy.
young
I
man.
mean,
Hopefully he can.
Pickle Parker, son of a bitch.
Now this, Steve, led us into our next match, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Our next match. Yes.
I let
Yep, Dr. Dan's there.
Parker Pierce know that there's hope for him. He can turn out, if
Yeah.
he puts in enough hard work and, all the, Dr. Dan stuff. If
Right.
You keep your eye on the ball and, key success, DCR, you can be just like Ethan Page.
Who comes out? We have Dr. Dan. We have Ethan Page taking on PME. The boys from Erotic City. I feel like Erotic City fits right into Wrestlerave, right? They come out, they're
everyone was dancing along.
gyrating like they do. Crowd loving it, raving. They got the neon glow sticks happening, or necklaces, whatever they are. We didn't get the glow sticks, but how about this one, Dr. Dan?
Yeah, how
Feeling
about
good?
this one, Dr. Dan?
Feeling good after that?
I mean,
You and Eth Page finally got to wear that gear that you got him for one time.
one time, hey, to look like a team, you got to look like a team. So I was.
To look like a team,
Yeah.
you gotta look like a team.
That's like
look like a team, you actually
primary
have to,
DCR mindset right
I'll
there,
tell you
baby.
what.
I fucking accept that.
Yeah, thank you. See,
That's-
finally.
Rule number
How many years-
18,000. You gotta fucking repeat that shit.
That's some Yale psychology shit right there. If I ever studied anything,
Every good tag team has to have gear. It doesn't have to match we're a team. So finally we got gear that matched, and I was very happy. Finally we got to wear it.
see, are you a team or are you just supposed to be guidance?
Both.
Okay.
Where's your teammate now?
He's, I don't know.
You're just fucking guide her.
Not looking like a team to me right now.
Well, not right now.
Yeah.
He can go on vacations and sabbaticals from AIW, but when he comes back, he knows where to come.
Now you got the upgrade, Party Parker.
That's one way to describe it.
Will Party Parker still weigh in based on cases of PBR?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
Now we're talking 5-gallon drums of pickles.
No, we're talking how many reams of pamphlets.
Reams of pamphlets? Well, I don't know about that. Ethan Page, Dr. Dan, PME. This is good for PME leading into Jersey City.
Get him in there with a rough and rugged veteran like Dr. D.
Yeah. Crowd loves these guys, though.
Card loves PME.
Hot for them again at Wrestlerave. It doesn't stop. Put those guys in any venue, and the crowd loves PME right now.
I like
Good
Papa.
times, good vibes.
I like Papa Pepperoni.
You like Papa? He's your favorite member of PME?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
MVP, Papa Pepperoni.
Philly C, Merino T, Pepperoni.
Paying customer, Papa Pepperoni.
He did not leave. He was drinking that night, but he was not going to the store and coming back. He was
No, that's only fucking Rex Brody.
He was
He
purchasing
grocery
things
shops
at
his
the
own
bar.
fucking beers and brings them to the bar.
Shaking my head.
our next.
You know it's bad when Worldwide's shaking his head.
We had
Fucking rules.
quite a few debuts.
There's rules about the things that you've been putting in your body too, pal.
Yeah.
Those are rules that like all over the place. But yeah, don't fucking like piss where you fucking eat. God damn it, fucking. We got a bar. We got a good relationship with the Winchester. You're gonna fucking pull that shit. I'm fucking getting hot right here, right now.
Speaking of piss, I think it's about that time, isn't it? You're like got another
Fucking
one
about to be. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I
What's in these
figured.
Coors Lights, Steve guy? What's going on?
I don't drink beer, brother. They're just They're here for you. Yeah.
Tell you what, fucking
corn
it's coming out
syrup,
clear
though.
as
This is
hell.
probably the most hydrated you've
What's
ever
this next
been.
match?
All right, so as we have plenty of debuts on this evening to have to add to the fun, we go Alley Cat, which again she's
The ace.
the ace.
The ace is back.
Ace of the women's
The
division.
ace returns to take on the AIW debuting Kylie Ray, and this is one that you've kind of wanted to AIW. We've tried to make it work a few times, it just didn't work out, right, Thor?
Yeah, and I don't know what's going to happen with her in AEW since she's signed, but I was happy to get her in at least one time. I've been trying to book her for like the last probably year, and finally, probably because it was a Thursday, we found a date that worked.
Smiley Kylie comes out to the happiness of everyone, and
Were you happy?
yeah, I smiled. Smiley Kylie. I don't know. Here's what I thought about this match. There's some bullshit happening. In this being now
Some
a
bull
cat
shark.
Now being a cat owner, Alley Cat gets on her back and lures Kylie in that she wants a belly rub. Anytime my cat has ever, or any other cat, is trying to lure you in with a belly rub, that's
scratch
just so
you,
they can
dude.
scratch
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
It's kitty guard.
But she was like, "Oh no, I like this." Like, no, this is some bullshit. This is not what real cats do. Real
maybe.
cats lure you in. They fucking go after you.
They can scramble
I thought-
from their back, fucking kitty half guard.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean? I thought she was trying to trick her, but none of that happened. So I mean,
You're diving too far into the psychology of cats, man.
I guess, yeah, it's what happens.
They're
from a cat
unpredictable
guy with
animals.
Coming from a cat guy, yeah,
They're unpredictable animals.
they are. That's fair. It's fair. They're like worldwide of animals.
He's a cat guy now.
Yeah,
he is.
Been a cat guy. Fucking my cat since certain somebody left the apartment.
Cat's
so
happy
much
now.
fucking happier. It's
bet.
insanity.
The cat and Weird Body both free to roam now.
Tell
Yeah.
you what,
What?
just what?
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought there was.
Are we
I thought
coming
you
up
were
on
gonna
our
tell
match?
me.
I'm trying to pace out my piss break
Oh,
here. This
wow,
fucking
sorry
Coors
about
Light's
that.
fucking.
I like
number.
I like this match though. They worked hard. They've wrestled each other before, and for all they know, this could be the last time they wrestle each other for quite some time. So they did a lot of they did it all. They went for it.
But if the schedule permits, Kylie Ray's definitely one you'd be happy to bring back.
Absolutely.
After
I just don't know.
Did she return
Right.
to like a Pokeball or something? Like, what's her deal? Like on the top or?
She's, I mean, like she's really into Pokemon. Like that's the entrance theme, the Pokemon
yeah.
theme. So like, her whole thing is she's just happy to be here. She's
Oh
so
man, I
excited
want
to
to see
be
her do the
wrestling.
finish to the
Pikachu,
first Pokemon
right?
movie.
She has Pikachu gear, like
Pikachu
Charmander
gear.
gear. She's got all kinds of cool gear.
Or
Cry
Pikachu
my
on,
ass off.
Pikachu on this night.
Sidebar: have you seen the new retcon?
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
What are you talking about
Like the
right now?
retcon Pokemon first movie?
Let's.
No, wait, I won't allow that.
No.
No.
Why don't you guys get into
Anyway,
that on
yeah,
a
get out of here.
fucking
Next.
Patreon exclusive?
Dr.
That's
Dan, it
bullshit,
looks like
would
your
you?
hairpiece is falling off, man.
I'm just balding, man. I'm just open about that. I'm losing
All
my
it
hair.
tests, brother. You
There
gotta
it is.
fucking ease up.
You heard it here first, folks. Dr. Dan officially.
Where's a hairpiece?
Where's it is ball.
Bring your fans for Dr. Dan. Blow on him as he comes on in.
Oh boy. All right. So we took a nice little intermission break, and then we roll back into this is
Best part.
fun.
That was good. That was good stuff. He can't even get words out.
Fucking Dr. Dan hairpiece, dude.
So
2019's Boner Powder Pete. Dr. Dan wears a hairpiece. Get it going. Let me see your signs.
Like I said, those fans.
we did get some
We
Boner
sell
Powder
those.
Pete signs last time, which I think was like a year ago.
Was it like a
this time,
bone
'cause
or
I
a
think
powder?
I think it was like come Gauntlet.
Probably was.
So around Gauntlet time. So look, fans, whenever this comes out, make sure you bring your Dr. Dan. It won't come in time for Gauntlet. It's already passed, but
It's like the rap show. There'll be some
rap
signs.
show. Yeah, sounds good to me. So our next match we go into from two guys, again going back to New Talent Initiative, and somebody we talked about on the last show that Thorne, you said is starting to impress, and these guys definitely went out and tried to steal this show on this night in Zack Thomas and Michael Austin Wardlow. And coming out of intermission, these two just realistically they beat the hell out of each other.
Shout out to Zack Thomas on finally taking Thorne's advice and mine and switching his entrance music.
You picked the entrance music, though.
Well, you were very much full on thought process that you liked it too.
I had a couple cocktails in me.
Well, I mean, we talked about it too. Zach was using, I think it was like a Papa Roach song, and it was actually like the theme for Raw. So, just in my moment, I looked at Thorne. I said,
That's
"He can't
such like a
use this
Zack
anymore."
Thomas thing to do, the Papa Roach.
So I look at Thorne. I said, "What do you think about Zach coming out to War Machine?" And a couple cocktails in Thorne, and he was all about it. War Machine plays.
It's better than Papa Roach. fucking potato names his kid after.
Oh no. But I tell Zach, hey, your entrance music's changed, and he got a little worried. I'm like, just roll with it, man. And the fans liked it.
They did.
Matt Justice, an even bigger fan in the back, was fired up.
I believe that. Yeah, he didn't need to be fired up for his match, but
I asked Zach, what do you think of the music change? He goes, I wish I would have had it at 7 Year Itch, because I was wondering what Billy Kidman was thinking when I went through the curtain and the Raw theme was playing.
Why did he fucking use that?
What it says the Man at War at the beginning of the song.
Oh my god.
well,
These fucking kids, man.
this match,
Everyone
though-
thinks something means something.
Did you watch this match? Did you get to see these two dudes?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
This is one that
I got pulled into a conversation with Alley Cat and Kylie Ray.
okay. So this whole show, I mean, I'll go on record as saying worth picking up, DVD, download, stream, whatever. But this is one of those matches to go out of the way if you're like on a time crunch and like, I want to watch some of this show, but I can't watch it all right now. Go to.
I don't know. It sounds like Michael Austin Warlow might be AEW bound now.
Yeah, this is true. According to
Recent developments.
JR's podcast, yeah. So, but these two hit each other hard. This is, I think, this is a coming out match for Zack Thomas. You know, as we talked about last time, you have a match with Eddie Kingston. You got to prove that then you can have that caliber match with a not Eddie Kingston, and that's exactly what this was for him. I mean, apparently, I'm the only one who watched it, but
No, it was
I'm
good.
telling you, that's what it was. Did you see it, Dr.
Yes,
Dan?
very good.
You want to throw a pamphlet his way now, don't you?
Who, Wardlow or Zach?
Either one of them.
Either one.
I don't think they'd take it. I
Top prospects.
feel like they're the kind of guys who would make you chew up your own pamphlet. Or
You never know. Don't assume, Steve.
all right, that's fair. Yeah, we're gonna.
No,
Are you,
I don't know,
are you
I'm-
above making? The,
I might or might
the
not have
ass
seen
on you?
Dr. Dan taking on one Zack Thomas the other day. And Dr. Dan, he was playing 12-dimensional chess. Zack Thomas was playing fucking checkers with bricks.
and then it rained in the venue. but
You've been
that's another
saying,
story.
I mean, not so much on this, but you've been saying bricks all night.
Yeah.
Like, what is
A lot
that?
of
Your-
are you laying the groundwork
a lot of brick talk.
for some bricks?
A lot of brick talk out of you today.
Yeah.
Mr. Brickster?
Oh, shit.
Tom, just totally
Brickster in the
entranced
house?
with his phone, just perks up. Brickster?
I don't think he's here.
I was thinking about bricks. I don't know. I kicked one the other day.
We'll get into Mr. Brickster WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah. All right. So, anyway, that's quite the handful. These two just, like I said, beat the hell out of each other. And the next match we roll into, worldwide, you'll be excited. You were in on this one. Thank God you took your piss break.
Oh, yeah.
So we go with the production, Derek Director, Eddie Only, Danhausen, taking on the Weird World and Session Moth Martina. And this was a spectacle of spectacles.
It was, there was so much going on, and I was flabbergasted and pleasantly surprised and amazed at how well it all went down.
Was this, in fact, a doozy?
Oh, a humdinger as well.
A humdinger?
Have you redeemed yourself with a Winchester?
Absolutely, with the exact same goddamn team. So even though I was getting stressed because I was like, we were calling for all of this, like, you know, stuff with like beer and this and that.
No
and I was like,
handcuffs?
Dancing.
I don't. Yeah,
Lot
I
of
don't. Well,
dancing.
the
Just
dancing. Fucking, I get down on the fucking dancing, this and that. But like, we were just like needed beers in places, and I'm like, fucking those handcuffs last time. God damn it. And I was just having flashbacks. But yeah, thankfully enough, everyone loves the fuck out of Martina, and
Yes, sir.
Was it
everything else went through. Thorne was real high on the match, which frightened me. But
I thought it was great. It was a spectacle. It's everything it needed to be.
Thorne and Nick Sanka sitting at commentary? That was Thorne's gorilla for this match behind the Duke and I, giving the cues to Duke on what to say. On
Yeah, I was
commentary.
concerned that you were taking drugs.
That I was.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. See, I finally I get to have like a good time and just enjoy and experience.
That's
the
when I
show
fucking saw the screech hair
as
and the
opposed-
fucking
as
capri
opposed to-
leathers.
Yeah, I was like, let's do this, man. It's a rave. I was
You're
like,
in a
let's
place.
rave. I wasn't drunk. I don't do drugs.
I thought but I thought somebody slipped some Molly in your water.
I was ready to rock and roll, dude. I was ready to have a great time. I was ready to rave, brother. And I was
high on
pumped.
life.
I think I know about everyone else in this room.
high
But
on
I don't
life.
know about y'all. I don't think I've ever done any Molly that was real. But that's a whole other story.
Steve,
Dude, I'll show you pictures of my old man. Dick Sanka says he thinks I picked that hair out. My
That's
old
what I
man
said
had a
bef-
big red afro.
That's what I
growing
said
up,
before you
so-
got here. I'm pretty sure you hit it with a blow dryer.
Nah, bro. Just the old
Put some
shower and
some product in there.
towel, and I think maybe I threw some hair spray or
So I was mesmerized by getting my first full on look at you, and then this
Yeah.
match going on.
So this was all of it was a spectacle for you.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot to take in. Traxler messes up a fucking music cue. I don't know what he plays, like fucking like grinding sounds or something.
He was so flustered because it was like, hey, instead of this traditional entrance, like during a promo, I'm going to say this and then play it. And then Derek's like, hey, during our match, these are the 3 beats I need you to hit. And he just goes, there are so many things I have to remember. It's like,
Just write them down, dude.
it'll be fine. Have someone stand there and help you.
You got a run sheet, right?
I mean, he could have just, renamed the things he needed to hit at a certain time, like sound Q1, sound Q2, sound Q3 on the media player or whatever, but
That's not for the pea brains of us to figure out. Traxler is a very intelligent genius. We can't fucking operate on his levels of, just like fucking like tier 1 operator of the fucking soundboard. That's not us.
The beefs and boops during matches are top notch.
Worldwide, where does this rank on your team ups that you've had? Because you've had some. You've had quite a few.
I mean, it's no Thorn,
That might be number 1. The Thorn.
He's trying to get more bookings this year.
Yeah. There's a big old wink there. You guys couldn't see it, but
There's another one.
there it goes, real big.
You gotta you gotta pass the wellness policy now.
Oh yeah. Oh, that should tell your fucking system in 3 days, brother. But
How much he's pissing? 3 hours.
hey, fucking, I'm finally tuned to athlete. Goddammit, I gotta fucking
I hear
his
you.
kidneys are fucking making moves.
I don't know about tuned, but definitely.
Let's hear about this match. Let's go.
I don't know. Yeah, we just
So like your team ups, yeah. So I mean, you've teamed up with Kiku, you've teamed up with Thorn, obviously PME. Who am I missing here? You have Session Moth.
Kikataro.
we just said
Kikutaro.
well, I think like the story lately in the last couple of shows with like some of our oddball like pairings and such have been like really just us like sort of getting do-overs on matches like that like maybe people like weren't as like stoked on the first time around because we've always had weird. I mean, obviously we hate Dr. Dan's no good stinking guts like forever and a day. You fucking dictatorial, diabolical piece of shit, motherfucker.
I gave you bad strep.
But and bubonic fucking botulistic strep throat. I don't fucking forget that shit. But either way, and like recently, we were able to actually have like a really phenomenal, in my opinion, match with Dr. Dan, which like was not always the case. And then the same thing happened here with this lineup of the production, and we were just pleased as punch with it. I thought it was like adequate, and also like I said, being able to just drink beer from the apron and just on the side of the ring the entire match, and like have that not be like an unprofessional weird thing. Good times.
Thorn, where's this rank on your list of Weird World matches?
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, it's up there.
You were real high on it, like coming back, and I was just
pleased.
I mean, it served its purpose. The people were reacting; they were going crazy.
I mean, I'll put like
I said, we
7% of that on the Session Moth.
were building an atmosphere at this place.
Yeah, we absolutely did.
Sandstorm played.
It ain't gonna get no 5 stars, but the
Not
people
5
that were
stars?
there, man, 5 stars in their hearts.
I'll take 5
doozies?
quarter stars at this point. You know what I'm
How many doozies is this worth?
saying? Like I said, doozy and a humdinger.
Doozy and a humdinger?
Yeah.
All right. That's quite a scale. So there's that. So then from this one, we roll into Dominic Guarini and Wes Barkley. And, I mean, they're both here now. And, boy, this got ugly. Dom, was this everything so that you could get, like, you could resend a message to Joshua Bishop?
I mean, I think that was pretty evident from me. Pushing
you
off
literally
the ring at the start.
you sent that message through Wes Barkley. You could read the message on his chest after that match.
Yeah, I mean, it was also a little bit of like, hey, Wes, why don't you get your ass to practice?
So it was a little bit of just a message to Wes.
Oh, yeah, I mean, right down from the ring intros when Pedro announced me as from Parts Unknown, or as Joshua Bishop and Wes Barkley like to call it, the AIW Wrestling Academy.
He did
That
say
struck a nerve. That
Yeah.
struck a nerve. I was iced off rip.
Oh, right.
Message
Yeah.
message received in this match.
Oh, it's
Wes
received
Barkley?
for sure.
Yeah, message received. Did your dad in the crowd receive that message?
He was
too?
wild. Bob Barkley was going nuts.
Bob
Yeah, the whole
Barkley.
squad.
Bob Barkley was
Murphy,
getting into it
his
with the
boy
video.
Murphy was going nuts.
What
yeah.
happened?
The price was
I don't
wrong,
know.
bitch. God damn.
Look, I just fucking.
This was
Oh, excuse
after
my
the match
French.
ends. The match
Okay.
the match is over,
So-
and
Right.
Dom's walking to
After
the
the
back.
match was over, during said match, I took one of Wes Barkley's little bandanas off, might have put it down my pants, shoved it in his face, and then I had it as I was walking to the back, and I might have thrown it at Bob Barkley.
Did you know?
Straight
You
in the
knew
crowd.
exactly who you were throwing at?
exactly. I knew exactly who it was.
Murphy
And then,
was fired up.
And then after that, I kind of stood up on the guardrail, and maybe I threatened him to hit me, and he came after me. But
They were
I
going
left.
nuts. They
I
were going
left,
nuts.
and then the Barkley Nation and some of the weird AIW regulars got into it. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, AIW regulars did not know it was Bob Barkley. That was the
It was
problem.
probably Murphy. It was probably one
they
of
were
them.
they were unaware.
They're crazy.
What was going on?
They were fired up. I don't know because you know how the match.
you really
well, you'll
had-
see it on DVD how the
I
match
mean,
ends.
you
I
really
have no
had
clue
no
what's
idea.
going on,
Are
but
we
I'm
really
hearing
gonna?
sounds.
Are we really? I mean, we got this, but are we gonna forget Josh Bishop trying to stab me with a pair of scissors?
I didn't see any of that.
When did this?
You were out cold.
He's got that
This
curl.
did-
He's got
this
that
did
curly blonde hair and those
Yeah,
big old
it's just-
muscles.
he
You know,
thinks
it's
he's
just
sick.
muscle memory.
He thinks he's Sid, I guess, but
It's
yeah,
like a
I
genetic
mean,
like memory in any big
I mean-
curly-headed blonde fuck.
me and Josh, setting the stage for what would happen a week later.
He's bringing a
Jersey
squeegee next
City,
time.
so-
You watch your ass. Sheesh.
Now, if Papa Bishop was in the crowd, would you have gotten in his face the way you did Bob
Yeah,
Barkley?
I got in Papa Bishop's face in Akron the one time.
That's a large man.
That's fine.
That's dangerous.
Murphy's pretty big.
Murph is big too.
You know who's feeling really big?
The whole squad.
You know who's feeling really big? Kicking old fucking Murph out of that place.
Potato.
The fucking potato.
Yeah.
So there's like a bunch of like
Yeah, I
fucking
heard
like
about that.
scared
I heard
shitless AIW students sort of like shuffling Bob Bizarkley out of the fucking place or Murph, whoever the
I
fuck.
don't know. There was another guy.
One
with
of them. It was pandemonium, folks. And then like
think
in the
Pedro went
fucking
over there.
tail end of this like people kicking people out fucking line is the potato like get the fuck out of here right now, like fucking full umpire mode, but like fucking like with rage and murder in
Kicking
his
him out
eyes.
like you're gone.
Murphy caught a little bit about what AJ Gary catches in Jersey in a couple
from the
a week
potato,
later.
Yeah. We'll get to
Jesus.
that on the Jersey City episode.
That was a preview. That was a preview.
Yeah, potato was feeling it.
He was fired up. I like the umpire reference. That was good. He's out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
He was fired up. He was fired up. I saw him come back through. That's when I was finally coming back to life.
He went right back to selling hoodies right after.
It was something else. So that match ends to complete chaos, obviously, and then we roll into the main event of the evening. Matthew Justice take it on G Raver.
Did you say chaos?
Yeah.
I think it stayed for this match.
Well, yes. The chaos remained. I'm saying that your match ended in chaos.
Oh.
The chaos,
just-
yes. Then you're
yeah.
right. The chaos did remain. So G Raver, John Thorne, excited to bring him in for that?
Yeah, he's a guy that I heard wanted to do AIW for a while, and he's been building his name up quite a bit. So figured, fuck it, why not? You know, like he's might not be able to bring him in all the time, but that's the benefit of doing these additional shows to where you can work in these non-roster guys for special attraction things, and I thought this would be a good attraction.
Yeah. What was going through your mind then when there was fire inside the small Winchester?
They did not tell me that, and Ethan Page was filming me when that happened, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I said, I guess this is the last show ever at the Winchester.
Well,
Yeah.
To Matt's credit.
yeah,
Matt's credit,
he's a man on the inside.
He asked the venue.
He talked to the venue about it. They didn't tell me about it.
Right.
So I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I might have known about this, but I didn't want you to maybe put the kibosh on it.
I definitely would have. I would have said, absolutely not. You can't have a fucking fire indoors.
I would get there and I see there's a fire extinguisher under the ring. I look at Matt and he just like gives me that look. I'm like, not even asking. Just all right, carry on.
I mean,
Oh, my
continuing
gosh.
to bring the intensity to the
I
intense
mean,
title.
there was fire, there was tattoo needles, there was thumbtacks, there was barbed wire.
These guys are wrestling, and there are thumbtacks in their heads.
Matthew Justice had him in his chest, which
Yeah,
was
he had him in his
disgusting.
chest. They're sticking there. G River has him on the top of his head.
The only thing missing was a trident.
Just have a man in the heart with a trident.
Oh my god!
Fucking Matthew Justice.
guys-
Speaking of chess, I sealed my fate that night.
How so?
His current
night, huh?
his current squeeze. She like walked by and she's kind of like chopped me in the chest, and I was like, God damn, her fucking chops sexually transmitted or something, and because it was stiff, and yeah. So then she proceeded like for the rest of the fucking night until 4 a.m, just constantly chop the shit out of my chest.
Yeah, she's violent, man. I don't know.
She's a wild one.
I had to stay away from her. She hit me a couple times. I said, I don't like this. Get away.
I don't know if she hit me or not, but I mean, I get along with her, all right.
One upping.
I don't think that's a one upping. I'm just saying, it's not a one upping when you don't get hit. It's a one downing.
One upping.
One downing.
At it again.
Oh god, you guys all go fuck yourselves. Can't wait to perm my hair again. Get out of this ridiculousness.
There's the admission.
It's long hair, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
Never let me know that because now, like, who knows?
I
what
didn't
the fuck,
actually perm it. It's just
You know what?
dude.
You have no idea, like, what my plans are for the next Wrestlerager outfit now.
Well, that's if I have long hair like
Yeah,
that.
you better not get a haircut between now and then, or else you're fucking fucked.
People like the worldwide outfits that he provides me. I don't know. Listen, I'm getting older, man. I gotta keep this hair until I don't want the piece like Dr. Dan. You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Dan has a hairpiece.
I'm going bald. I'm not letting it go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I see that fucking thing.
Totally attached.
See that double-sided tape over there?
I would use adhesive glue if I was to use a hairpiece.
You thought about this?
No. Dude, hey, once it gets bad enough, hair versus hair match, I'm just taking it off and I'm going
We gotta
I'm
have
going
hair
bald.
for it to go away. Who's gonna want to have a hair versus hair match?
Fuck off, Steve.
You know what I mean? Like the whole thing is it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah, look at me.
What are you talking about?
I'm
hair
funny
versus
just
hair in
looking at
Mexico
me.
can be some of the most emotional and
it's gonna be
fucking
funnier.
important
I know
matches
my
of the year.
aesthetic.
It's gonna be
I know
funnier
where
with
I
you
fit.
having it than it to be shaved off. You know?
I think more people should just own the fucking skullet. Like, let that shit grow out. Let yourself fucking be bald. You know?
Says you with the beautiful flowing hair.
I do everything in my power to bleach this shit
Yeah.
off my skull and out of my life,
It's
and
amazing.
it fucking won't go anywhere.
The amount
all
of
right? I didn't
chemicals.
ask for this. It's fucking cursed.
Yeah, you're cursed.
the amount of chemicals that have been on your head and how all
On
that hair
and
is
round
still
about
there.
fucking like
Is
my
Rogaine,
brushes at home. Like,
is
in his
Rogaine a
nose.
part of the treatment? Like you put peroxide and Rogaine together and throw it in there?
maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's cocaine.
All right,
I
so
don't know. Fucking,
So that's Wrestlerave.
Well,
it was indeed.
And don't forget-
Disco drugs ran wild.
PB Smooth does come out, sets us up, leads into Jersey City. Then we have
He does redeem himself from the tombstone last month.
Did you enjoy? He was pretty intense in
Or a
the
few weeks
promo
ago.
there when he comes out. Tax Matt Justice.
His promo was very good. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, he's back on track here.
Yeah, it was good. I told him that afterwards. I was like, dude, that's the kind of shit that like with Thornton, I give you a hard time. That's what we're trying to get out of you.
It just takes a lot to get it out of him. But yeah, he cuts a very good promo. I forgot about that.
And then we roll into the after party. We have some fun with Martina. She continues to drink and doesn't really want to stop.
Danced my ass off on top of a fucking chair for way too long to sell like one or two more shirts. But by God, I sold one or two more shirts.
We do some after party at Worldwide's.
Not
Freshly cleaned.
My favorite thing is we get to Worldwide's, we all go over there, and after closing down the Winchester, and we're in there for like 2-3 minutes. People are just bullshitting, getting settled in, and Martina just says, do you have alcohol? And Worldwide's like, oh, yeah, I got some. Like somewhere we were all taken off guard. We're like, yeah, this girl's going to stop at some point. Nope. Immediately.
Ever.
She's
Yeah.
like, where's the alcohol? And
She got after it. Good times. Fucking, I forget. I had something to do the next day, but I made it on time, so that's fine.
that's good. I bowed out at like 3:30. I was like, good night, guys.
I think I was like 5 or 6, and then
That was it.
That's too much, man.
Where's this going, guys?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't know there were any.
We didn't have nothing for you. I fucking got to piss again. Fucking, this shit is gimmicks. What did you fucking do to these goddamn
Well,
Coors
folks-
Lights? I'm telling you right now.
Because
a way to
Worldwide's
sign
got
off.
to pee again. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, rip a heater.
That was
I got it.
Wrestle Rave. It was as chaotic as this episode was.
As Chubby Checker said, let's wrestle Rave again like we did last summer. Or wait, spring,
Chubby
late
Checker?
winter.
I don't think Chubby Checker ever sang about.
I think the
Wrestle
Wesley Willis said that.
R.I.P. to
All
a
right.
real one.
Rave. All right. Well, for Wes Barkley, Worldwide, bartender Nick Senko was chiming in from afar. Dominic Guarini, Dr. Dan, AIW owner John Thorne, and Dr. Dan's hairpiece. My name is Steve Guy. We'll talk to you next week right here on AIW's The Card is Going to
It
Change.
does not have a name.
It's a fucking. Can't believe you wear a rug, dude.